Okay, looks like we're live. Hey, how are y'all? I'm Sarah Grace from Sarah Grace Cookie Company. I am a cookie decorating twin mama, and I teach other people how to decorate sugar cookies, especially beginners, people who are just starting out. That's kind of where my expertise is and getting you started in the process. So I'm going to go and make sure that we are sharing this live video to the Cookie Confidence Facebook group. If you're not already a member of the Cookie Confidence Facebook group and you're learning to decorate cookies, definitely check that out. You'd like it. It's a lot of like beginner info and beginners learning together and people who are a little bit further in the journey kind of helping you out as a beginner. So y'all go check that group out if you haven't already. And while I'm sharing this, I'd love it if you tell me where you're watching from in the comments below. So let me know where you're watching from. Okay. Here we go. We are live in the group. Awesome. I'm watching comments there as well as here on my screen. So we are good to go. Today we're talking about, should you sift your powdered sugar when you're making royal icing? So if you've never decorated cookies before, royal icing is the icing that you use when making decorated sugar cookies. And a lot of people use either meringue powder, egg whites, pasteurized egg whites, or something of that nature to give the royal icing its structure, water and powdered sugar. Some recipes that I've read called for sifting the powdered sugar, and I did this the first couple times that I made cookies. And if you've ever sifted powdered sugar, 2 pounds of powdered sugar, it's like this giant cloud of powder in the air, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of mess. It's kind of crazy. And it's just not worth it, y'all. Basically, this is going to be a short video because my answer is no. You do not have to sift your powdered sugar. I posted a little bit on Instagram about the video topic we were doing today, and I had 2 or 3 cookie friends comment, I don't sift mine either. So the general consensus is that you don't have to sift it. You shouldn't have any kind of lumps or anything as long as you are, here's the key, as long as you are using a mixer to make your royal icing. If you're trying to make royal icing by hand, one, that just isn't going to work. You're going to tire yourself out, and your royal icing isn't going to have the structure that it needs in order to mix into the fluid icing that you're looking for, or the poppable icing that you're looking for when making sugar cookies. So as long as you're using a mixer and not trying to do it by hand, you shouldn't have any lumps and bumps in your powdered sugar. If your powdered sugar has been, like, if it's been open and gotten wet or anything like that, you may have to go a little further and do some sifting. But if it looks just slightly clumpy going in, don't stress about it. It'll be fine. You can download my royal icing recipe on my website. Go over to free resources, drop down to my recipe, and there's a recipe card there that will give you my cookie recipe and my royal icing recipe. And I've got a video coming out next week that is going to give you like a royal icing 101 overview. So that'll be really helpful if you're just getting into royal icing. But please do not sift your powdered sugar. If you need to save some time, some sanity, it will totally change your cookie making game if you're still sifting and you're going to not sifting, because it really does save a ton of time. Let's see, Cindy says that she is in Texas. Cool. And I'd love it. Would y'all tell me in the comments if y'all sift your powdered sugar? I'd like to know if I'm the only one who doesn't do this. Casey's Cakery, I started watching her Instagram videos, and she said that she doesn't sift hers, and I was like, well, if Casey doesn't do it, then I don't have to either. So I stopped, and I've not had any issues with lumps in my icing. I've not had any issues with piping bags getting clogged or anything. It's been really good ever since. And when you make my royal icing recipe, some people might get a little nervous when they mix the water and meringue powder together That looks good. Then you throw in the powdered sugar, mix it just a bit, and it looks like this runny, lumpy, honestly, it looks like a hot mess. And that's okay. A lot of people get nervous at that point and feel like something's not going right. But it is. It's totally fine. If you keep on trucking with the recipe, it says to cover your mixer, like put a towel over it because it's going to sling some icing. If you want to avoid all the cleanup you have to do, then put your mixer on medium high and let it go on that high speed and let it build the structure in the powdered sugar. Now, it'll go from that lumpy, awful looking mess to this beautiful, fluffy, white royal icing with stiff peaks, and it looks like a big cloud. It's great. Cindy says, I don't sift my powdered sugar. Okay, awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Well, I just wanted to clarify that for y'all. I've had a lot of people asking that question. Do you sift? Do you not sift? The answer is no. You don't have to sift. Save yourself a step. And lately, I have been buying pre-sifted flour for my cookie dough, and it's been working really well. So if you are wanting to save another step when it comes to cookie dough, go ahead and buy I've said sift way too much in a short span of time. If you're wanting to save another step in the cookie making process, buy some pre-sifted flour and it'll save you a step as well. All right, Teresa is in Russellville, Alabama, and she says she does not sift either. It's too much trouble. I agree, Teresa. I know when I first started decorating, though, I wanted to do everything right. I wanted to do everything by the book, and I'd found some reputable recipe that said always sift before, or always sift everything that goes in. And I wanted to do it right. I wanted my cookies to turn out pretty. So I felt like I had to. And I felt like, this is just part of the process. But you don't have to. All the beginners out there who are still sifting, you don't have to. You'll be fine. Y'all, I wanted to let you know before I hop off today, like I said, this is going to be a short one today. But before I hop off, I'm really excited because I believe it's next week. Oh, Teresa says she doesn't sift her flour either. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yes, it is next week, April 7th. We're going to be having Miss Morgan Barkers of Mouth of the South Bakery coming into the live video with me. She and I are figuring out all the software stuff right now, but we are going to do a live interview, and she's going to talk about how she started her cookie journey, how it all went for her as she was learning, and we're going to get a little insight into some of the beautiful things that she makes. She's so talented. Y'all check her out on Instagram. Like I said, she's Mouth of the South Bakery, and I believe she's on Facebook as well, but she's really talented, and I think y'all will really enjoy talking to her. If you haven't already checked out the Q&A, we did that yesterday. That's all wrapped up now, but you can still, I'm going to post that in the Facebook group, post the Q&A sessions. That way you can see them later on, and they may end up going on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to edit or upload or anything yet, but we'll probably end up putting those on YouTube as well, just because I think the questions that were asked and the conversations that we had were really helpful to people who are getting started. And okay, I was checking a comment, sorry, my bad. If you are interested in learning to decorate sugar cookies, or if you are a beginner just getting started, definitely check out Sarah Grace Cookie Academy. You can find information about that on my website. Go to online classes and you can see all the online classes that I offer, and the Cookie Academy membership is kind of listed with those classes as a bundle. So thank y'all for joining me today. I really appreciate y'all being here. And like I said, this is a short one, but it was good to see y'all today. So y'all have a great rest of the day, and I will see y'all next week at 3. Bye-bye.